Hello friends, welcome to my channel ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today I will discuss about sonnet and how Shakespearean sonnet is different from Petrarchan sonnet. Actually, I have already video on sonnet, what is sonnet and about its rhyme scheme. All these things are discussed in detail in that video. I will provide the link in the description box. Today I will discuss what are the differences or what are the similarity in Shakespearean sonnet and Petrarchan sonnet. So let us start with today's video. A sonnet is a poetic form. The main types of sonnet are Petrarchan, Shakespearean and the Spenserian, right? And they are named after the poets who made them famous. All sonnets have the following three features in common. First one is each sonnet has 14 lines. Second, each sonnet has a regular rhyme scheme. And third is each has a strict material construction, usually iambic pentameter. Now what is iambic pentameter? Iambic pentameter means that each line has 10 syllables in 5 pairs and that each pair has stress on the second syllable. Iambic pentameter means that each line has 10 syllables in 5 pairs and each pair has stress on the second syllable. Right now, I would like to discuss Petrarchan sonnet firstly. And the Petrarchan sonnet, also sometimes called the Italian sonnet. The earliest sonnets were written by the great Italian poets Dante and Petrarch, and the two forms are largely similar, but they do have a few important distinctions. In a Petrarchan sonnet, the lines are divided into three parts: two quatrains and a sestet. The two quatrains or 4-line units comprise the first 8 lines. Collectively, these lines are known as the octave, and the final 6 lines are called the sestet. And the use of a sestet distinguishes the Petrarchan sonnet from the English sonnet, right? When we talk about second type, the first English sonnets appeared in Total's Miscellany, a collection of lyrics and sonnets written by various known and unknown poets of the 16th century. Two well-known poets who contributed their sonnets to this were Sir Thomas Wyatt and Earl of Surrey. After that, the sonnets were written by Shakespeare, Sidney, Milton, and Wordsworth, and pre-Raphaelite poets, right? Sir Thomas Wyatt and Earl of Surrey and other minor sonneteers. These are already discussed. Content regarding these is available on my channel. Pre-Raphaelites are also discussed. Link will be provided in the description box or I button will be given for your convenience, right? Now let us continue our topic, that is about the second type of sonnet, that is Shakespearean sonnet. Shakespeare's sonnets are considered a continuation of the sonnet tradition that swept through the Renaissance from Petrarch in 14th century from Italy, and it was finally introduced in 16th century in England by Sir Thomas Wyatt and Earl of Surrey. Shakespeare's sonnets are composed of 14 lines and most are divided into 3 quatrains and a final concluding couplet which rhymes A B A B C D C D E F E F G G. This is the rhyme scheme. This sonnet form and rhyme scheme is known as the English sonnet and it first appeared in the poetry of Earl of Surrey. He translated Italian sonnets into English as well as composed his own. Like other English poets, Shakespeare used this sonnet form. His sonnets use the alternate rhymes of each quatrain to create powerful opposition between different lines and different sections, or to develop a sense of progression across the poem. And the final couplet either provides a conclusion. Now, this is a chart. It will be easy for you to differentiate between Petrarchan sonnet and Shakespearean sonnet, and what are the similarities and what are the what things are similar in both types of sonnet. For example, both sonnets have 14 lines, then both have iambic pentameter. In Petrarchan sonnet, rhyme scheme is ABBA, that is for octave, and two rhyme schemes for sestet, that is CDE or CDC, right? When we talk about Shakespearean sonnet, the rhyme scheme is ABAB, CDCD, EF. These are one quatrain, that is ABAB, second quadrant CDCD, and third quadrant is EF, EF, and fourth is ending couplet. When we talk about Petrarchan sonnet, octave in octave, uh, it asks a question or poses a problem, and sestet provides a solution. In the same manner, in Shakespearean sonnet, there are three quatrains and one couplet. Whether there is octave and sestet in Petrarchan, in Shakespeare there are three quatrains, and these quatrains present a problem, and solution lies in one couplet. So friends, this is all about my today's video. I hope you will like the content, and if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel. And if you are new to my channel, please hit the bell button so that you can get notifications for my upcoming videos. And thanks a lot for watching, and thanks a lot for showing your love on my Facebook page. Thanks a lot.